Hey guys, so I have something to share with you, and I am coming to the store real quick. I've got to get some stuff to make a custom set of ears for an order, but I wanted to let you guys know that we have started the visa process for Sumit. We've started the visa process for Sumit to
90-day Fiancé. Sumit breaks down as Jenny's ALS battle takes a devastating turn. No one expected this heartbreaking update. One of the most beloved couples in 90-day Fiancé history is now facing a crisis unlike anything they've experienced before. Jenny Slatten's battle with ALS has taken an emotional turn, and Sumit Singh is doing something he once promised he would never do, asking complete strangers for financial help. For years, fans watched them fight impossible odds. They survived family rejection, cultural barriers, online criticism, and endless relationship challenges. Every obstacle only seemed to make them stronger. But today, the battle is no longer about love. It's about time. It's about Jenny's health. And it's about whether Sumit can get to the United States before it's too late. According to the latest updates, Jenny's condition has become serious enough that doctors have advised she should no longer travel alone. The long international journey between India and the United States could place too much strain on her body, making medical supervision essential. That recommendation has completely changed everything. Instead of planning a normal trip, the family is now racing against time to arrange emergency medical treatment in the United States, where Jenny can use her health insurance to receive additional care. But another major obstacle stands directly in their way. Sumit still doesn't have the visa he desperately needs. Without that visa, he cannot accompany Jenny throughout the journey. And for someone battling ALS, traveling without the person who's become her full-time caregiver simply isn't considered safe. As pressure continues to build, Sumit made an emotional statement that shocked thousands of fans around the world. With visible emotion, he admitted something that many people never expected to hear. Throughout all the difficult years of their relationship, through financial struggles, family conflicts, and public criticism, he and Jenny had never asked anyone for money, not once, but today, everything has changed. According to Sumit, the couple simply can't manage the growing expenses alone anymore. Medical bills continue to increase. Travel arrangements have become more complicated. Visa applications require both time and money, and every delay creates even more uncertainty about Jenny's treatment. Sumit explained that money cannot cure ALS, he knows that, but financial support can make Jenny's life more comfortable while they continue searching for every possible treatment option available. His emotional appeal immediately divided the internet. Some fans rushed to support the couple without hesitation. Many praised Sumit for putting his pride aside to focus entirely on Jenny's health. Others said they had watched the couple's journey for years and believed they deserved support during one of the darkest moments of their lives. However, not everyone reacted the same way. Some questioned whether reality television personalities should ask viewers for donations. Others wondered if there were different financial options available. Despite the criticism, Sumit's response remained calm and direct. This wasn't about fame. This wasn't about luxury. This wasn't about asking fans to solve all of their problems. It was simply about giving Jenny the best chance possible while they continue fighting this devastating disease together. And unfortunately, their biggest challenge may still be ahead. While the fundraising conversation continues online, another urgent issue remains unresolved: Sumit's visa application. Without approval from the Indian consulate, every plan remains on hold. No confirmed appointment, no confirmed approval, only waiting. And for families dealing with progressive illnesses like ALS, waiting can become one of the hardest parts of the journey. So what exactly is happening with Sumit's emergency visa application? Why did Jenny's daughter decide against applying for a green card? And what major update has the family shared about Jenny's treatment plans in America? Those answers reveal just how difficult the next few weeks could become for one of 90-day Fiancé's most unforgettable couples. As Jenny's health continues to require more attention, the family's focus has shifted toward one urgent goal: getting her to the United States for additional medical treatment. According to Jenny's daughter, doctors strongly recommended that Jenny should not make such a long international journey by herself. Because of her ALS diagnosis, even routine travel has become far more challenging than it once was. That's why Sumit's presence isn't just important anymore, it's essential. He's no longer simply Jenny's husband, he's become her full-time caregiver. Every single day, Sumit helps Jenny with daily routines, medical appointments, emotional support, and the countless responsibilities that come with caring for someone living with ALS. Anyone who has followed their journey knows this isn't the first obstacle they've faced together. For years they fought for their relationship. Now they're fighting for Jenny's health. But before any travel plans can move forward, one major hurdle must be cleared. Sumit still needs permission to enter the United States. Many fans assumed the couple would apply for a green card. However, Jenny's daughter recently explained why that isn't happening. According to her update, applying for permanent residency would likely take much longer. And right now, time isn't on their side. Instead, the family has chosen to pursue an emergency tourist spousal visa in hopes of bringing Sumit to America much sooner. The objective is simple. Allow Sumit to remain beside Jenny while she receives medical treatment using her US health insurance. Unfortunately, even the emergency route hasn't provided immediate answers. The family has already submitted the required paperwork. Now they're waiting for the Indian consulate to schedule Sumit's visa interview. As of the latest update, no appointment has been confirmed, no interview date, no approval, just uncertainty. For most people, waiting a few weeks might simply feel frustrating, but when a loved one is living with a progressive illness, every day carries enormous emotional weight. Every delay raises more questions. Will treatment begin on time? Will the visa arrive before another medical complication develops? Will everything finally come together when they need it most? Those are questions the family simply can't answer right now. Meanwhile, Sumit continues doing everything he can to keep Jenny comfortable. He recently shared that asking fans for financial help wasn't something he ever wanted to do. Throughout years of public attention, relationship struggles, and financial hardships, the couple always tried to solve problems on their own. Even during difficult periods, they never reached out for donations. This time felt different. Medical care, travel costs, visa expenses, and everyday living expenses have created a financial burden that's becoming increasingly difficult to manage. In his emotional message, Sumit explained that while money cannot cure ALS, it can help remove some of the stress surrounding Jenny's care. It can make difficult days a little easier, it can help provide better support, and it can allow them to focus less on financial worries and more on Jenny's well-being. His honesty touched thousands of fans. Social media quickly filled with messages of encouragement. Many viewers said they admired Sumit for standing beside Jenny through every stage of this heartbreaking journey. Others described him as one of the franchise's most devoted husbands, pointing out how completely he has embraced the role of caregiver. Of course, not every reaction was supportive. Some questioned whether reality television personalities should seek financial assistance from their audience. Others argued that public figures often face greater scrutiny whenever they ask for help. Despite those mixed opinions, Sumit's message remained consistent. This wasn't about creating sympathy. It wasn't about gaining attention. It wasn't about luxury. It was about giving Jenny the best quality of life possible during one of the most difficult periods either of them has ever experienced. And as the visa process continues with no clear timeline, the emotional pressure on the family only grows stronger. For Jenny and Sumit, hope now rests on two things: a positive medical journey and one life-changing phone call confirming that Sumit's visa has finally been approved. As Jenny and Sumit wait for the next chapter of their journey to unfold, one thing has become painfully clear. Their biggest challenge is no longer convincing the world that their love is real. Today, their biggest challenge is protecting that love against a disease neither of them ever expected to face. For long-time 90-Day Fiancé fans, watching Jenny's health battle has been heartbreaking. Millions of viewers remember the couple's earliest days. They remember the family conflicts, the cultural differences, the criticism, the years of uncertainty. Many people believed their relationship would never survive. But somehow, Jenny and Sumit proved everyone wrong. They stayed together, they got married, and despite every obstacle, they built a life based on loyalty, patience, and unconditional love. Now, life has presented them with a challenge that no amount of determination can simply overcome. ALS is an illness that changes lives one day at a time. There are good days, there are difficult days, and unfortunately, no one can predict exactly what tomorrow will bring. That uncertainty is what makes this moment so emotional for the family. Every doctor's appointment carries hope, every medical update brings both relief and anxiety. And every delay in the visa process feels even more significant because time has become incredibly valuable. Jenny's daughter has remained optimistic throughout the process. She explained that the family continues waiting for the Indian consulate to schedule Sumit's emergency visa appointment. Although the waiting has been frustrating, they haven't given up hope. Their goal remains unchanged: bring Jenny to the United States, allow her to receive additional treatment using her health insurance, And most importantly, keep Sumit beside her throughout every step of the journey, because for Jenny, Sumit isn't simply her husband anymore. He's become her daily source of strength. He's the person helping her through the physical challenges, the emotional moments, the uncertainty, and every difficult day that ALS continues to bring. His dedication has touched countless viewers. Even fans who once questioned their relationship are now expressing admiration for the way Sumit has stood beside Jenny without hesitation. Many say his actions speak louder than words. While public opinions about the fundraiser remain divided, one fact is impossible to ignore. Sumit never claimed that money could cure ALS. Instead, he explained that financial support would help reduce the growing pressure surrounding travel, caregiving, and medical expenses, allowing him to focus on what truly matters: Jenny's comfort and care. For now, the family continues moving forward one day at a time. They're waiting for positive news, waiting for the visa appointment, waiting for the opportunity to begin the next stage of Jenny's treatment, and above all, holding on to hope. Because sometimes hope becomes the strongest medicine a family has. Whether the emergency visa is approved tomorrow or weeks from now, one thing remains certain. Jenny and Sumit's story has become much bigger than a reality television romance. It's now a story about commitment, about sacrifice, about standing beside someone you love when life becomes unimaginably difficult. It's a reminder that true love isn't measured by the happiest moments. It's measured by who stays when everything becomes complicated. And through every setback, every delay, and every heartbreaking update, Sumit has made one thing absolutely clear. He isn't walking away. He's choosing to fight beside Jenny every single day. As fans around the world continue sending messages of encouragement, everyone is hoping for the same outcome: a successful visa approval, access to the medical care Jenny needs, and brighter days ahead for one of 90 Day Fiancé's most unforgettable couples. We'll continue following every official update on Jenny's health, Sumit's emergency visa application, and their journey toward treatment in the United States. As always, we'll bring you the latest verified news as soon as new information becomes available. Until then, we wish Jenny strength, Sumit courage, and their entire family the very best during this incredibly difficult time. As news of Jenny and Sumit's situation spread across social media, thousands of 90 Day Fiancé fans began sharing messages of love, encouragement, and support. For many viewers, this wasn't just another reality TV headline. It felt deeply personal. After following the couple's journey for more than a decade, fans have watched them overcome obstacles that would have ended most relationships. They survived family opposition, long-distance separation, cultural differences, immigration struggles, public criticism, and endless uncertainty. Now, seeing Jenny fight ALS has left many longtime supporters heartbroken. Across Facebook, Instagram, and fan communities, people began sharing emotional reactions. Many described Jenny as one of the strongest women ever featured on 90 Day Fiancé. Others praised Sumit for refusing to leave Jenny's side during the most difficult period of her life. One fan wrote that love isn't measured by wedding photos or romantic vacations. It's measured by who stays when life becomes painful. Another supporter commented that they had doubted the relationship years ago, but now had complete respect for Sumit after seeing the way he has cared for Jenny every single day. Those kinds of messages have continued to pour in. Still, not everyone agreed with the couple's decision to ask for financial support. Some critics questioned whether public fundraising was the right approach. Others argued that reality television personalities should find different ways to cover medical and travel expenses. But many supporters quickly defended the couple. They pointed out that ALS doesn't just affect a person's health, it changes every part of daily life: medical equipment, transportation, home care, travel assistance, special accommodations, doctor visits, prescription costs. Those expenses can grow rapidly, especially when treatment involves international travel. Supporters also reminded critics that Sumit never promised miracles. He never claimed donations would cure ALS. Instead, he explained that financial assistance would simply help reduce some of the pressure while they focused on Jenny's care. For many fans, that honesty made all the difference. Meanwhile, another question continues to dominate conversations online. How long will Sumit's emergency visa actually take? At the moment, there is still no official approval. The family remains hopeful that the emergency tourist spousal visa will move faster than a traditional immigration process. However, until the Indian consulate schedules the appointment, no one can predict exactly when that approval might happen. That uncertainty has created enormous emotional stress. Every passing day matters, every medical update matters, and every delay feels longer than the last. Despite everything, Jenny continues showing remarkable courage. Those close to the family say she's staying as positive as possible while focusing on treatment and spending time with the people she loves most. Sumit has also remained determined. Rather than allowing fear to control the situation, he continues focusing on what he can do today, supporting Jenny, preparing for travel, completing paperwork, and remaining hopeful that better news is coming. Their story has become far more than another reality television update. It's become a reminder that life can change unexpectedly for anyone. One diagnosis, one phone call, one medical appointment. Sometimes that's all it takes to completely change a family's future. Yet even during this incredibly difficult chapter, Jenny and Sumit continue proving why millions of viewers connected with them in the first place. Not because their relationship was perfect, but because they never stopped fighting for each other. Today, that fight looks different than it did years ago. It's no longer about convincing families to accept their marriage. It's about standing together through illness, uncertainty, and hope. And no matter what happens next, their story continues to inspire people around the world. As new updates become available regarding Jenny's health, Sumit's emergency visa application, and their plans for treatment in the United States, we'll continue bringing you the latest verified developments. Stay tuned for more updates on one of 90 Day Fiancé's most emotional stories.